Hey everybody, Al here. I just asked Alexa if she could play music of Steakhouse. Anyway, I guess there's a group called Steakhouse. Well, today we're going to talk Sous Vide and we're going to be doing Filet Mignon. Hold tight. Okay, so if you guys haven't heard about it or watched it on some of the shows on TV, the cooking shows, this is a sous vide cooker right here. Sous vide basically means under vacuum. So as you can see here, I got a vacuum sealer, and right there I got a couple of nice filet mignons from a local butcher that I had vacuum sealed with some butter in there, and we're going to be sous videing that today. Only takes about an hour to make the most perfect steak ever, and other things as well. Great with sous vide, you cannot overcook it. It'll hold the temperature perfect. So if you walk away or you're doing something else and you forget about it, don't worry, it comes out perfect every time. So you can use a regular pot. I bought one of these little kitchen container things here. You see the 12-quart pots, and I also have a lid right here to help with evaporation, but you could put foil or whatnot or refill a little water. But for these beautiful filet mignons from a local butcher, filet you're going to do for about 1 hour at 135 for medium rare. So I'm just gonna set that for 135. Let's see. All right. Try to go as fast as I can. I promise. There you go. And what it does is basically it's an immersion circulator, they call it. So this is gonna circulate the water, kind of like convection does in a stove. And we're gonna start it. Actually, I have an app for this, a Bluetooth app, so I could have done it from that. But it's going to start. You can see the temperature is 87.4, and I don't know if you can tell, but you can kind of see the water moving a little bit. So it's going to circulate that water, which would be a nice even temperature for your cook. And as soon as that reaches the temperature, we're going to put that steak in. 1 hour later, we're going to take it out, and you sear it off in a pan for like 30 seconds, and then you have beautiful steaks. We'll show you what that looks like a little bit later. So we got about an hour to go. See you soon. Alright, we're back. I got some more of my sangria, trying to finish that pitcher. We're at 135, which would be like a perfect medium rare. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put these nice filet mignons in there. Going to have my cover, so I'm just going to take the cover off. Okay, a little water there. This is the Anova brand, Bluetooth enabled. Like I said, there's an app. You can see it circulating there, the bubbles, see it moving around a little bit. So we're going to put this in now. You see it here, we're just going to drop it in. Now sometimes you get a little air in there. So one of the recommendations that I read up on is you can kind of fold it here. And sorry if it's zoomed in. Got the one hand again, you can see my finger. I'm just going to put a clip on it. That's going to hold it down if it floats. There's a little extra air in there. So this is a binder clip. People recommend that. And again, it's a vacuum seal bag, and I got the vacuum sealer here. You can use a Ziploc, like a gallon Ziploc bag. Put your stuff in there, marinate it, whatever you want. And then what you can do is you just immerse it, right? Hold the bag down. It might be a little warm, but so I would recommend is just get a cold pot of water. Put your stuff in the bag, even if you're letting it marinate in the fridge. And just go ahead and submerge it in water, but not the top, and you'll see the weight of the water will force pretty much all the air out. It's almost having your own vacuum sealer just with a Ziploc bag. Zip it up, and then you can pretty much do the same thing if you don't have one of these vacuum sealers here. So this is going to go for 1 hour. Hey, welcome back. Little AC/DC Thunderstruck. Always get grooving to AC/DC. So anyway, well, I said about an hour on this sous vide, but the nice thing about sous vide is that you don't have to worry about it because it never overcooks. It holds it at a constant temperature. We got a call. We had to run out and get something. So it's been in here almost an hour and 45 minutes, but it should still look pretty good. About a medium rare. Just going to take this out. Water comes out of there, but we'll show you kind of what it looks like here. Guess I should probably unplug that bad boy. Okay. Alright, I'm going to take this lid now. You're still dealing with hot water. Okay, so I'm going to put this back here. And then here we go. I'm going to unclip this. Use my asbestos fingers. But, you know, use something else to grab it if you want. because it is hot. Okay, we're going to take that out. You see all that butter and goodness in there? Now, these don't look like the best just yet. It's these little grayish looking, but trust me, they're amazing. Okay, so we're going to unseal these. What you do is you're going to pat it dry. There's a good steak and a good sear, about 30 seconds in the pan each side. A little butter and olive oil, we'll show you that in a minute. But basically, you're going to want to make sure that you dry these off with some paper towels or whatnot before you put them in the pan. I got the pan ready here. We're going to get this rocking and rolling. Okay, so oops, I'll burn down the house here. Where do we? Okay, there we go. All right, so let me get those dried off and those steaks. Crack of salt on each side and pepper, and we'll show you how it finishes up. Okay, so I took the steaks out, the fillets, patted them off dry, put a crack of salt on the one side. Just gonna, like I said, they don't look the best right yet, but just hold on, okay? We're gonna put this into the nice foil, a nice little sizzle on that. And we're probably just gonna give it a kiss, looking for some caramelization. Again, this is just a little knob of butter and oil. We're gonna let that go until you get a nice little sear on the backside. And then, because you don't want to continue to cooking this, so unless you want it a little bit more done, but otherwise you're going to overcook it. Now, if you want it a little harder sear, you definitely could go ahead and undercook it inside the sous vide at maybe 129, 130. So it's not going to take a long time. We're just looking for that caramelization, that color. And that's it. So I'm going to let those go for another 15, 20 seconds. Flip them, and I'll show you what it looks like. Going to let the steaks rest. Okay, it's got some nice color, both sides. Okay, we're going to put them over here and just let those rest for a little bit, and we'll be back to take a slice. Okay, so our steaks have rested. Had a correction. I said medium rare. I actually meant medium, as you can see. The bake medium rare on the sous vide, you want it 130. For more medium, you want it around 135 is what we had it on. But you can see that edge to edge pink right here, which usually you don't get. So I think it's almost dinner time now. We're just gonna put that over here. I just cut it so you could see it. Normally I wouldn't cut it like that. Here with a nice potato, and that's dinner. Super tender, super moist. Enjoy. Alright, so I sliced it up. I'm gonna try a little piece, but you can see how nice and perfectly medium rare, even with 45 minutes later than expected. Super tender. Let's try it. Good flavor. I vacuum sealed it just with some butter, a little bit of garlic powder. You can do whatever you want. You can see again, look at the edge to edge pink. You don't get that outside of sous vide. You get it where you get the brown and like a third of it on each side. Delicious. Enjoy. We got good dinner here, huh, honey?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. All right. Take care. And that potato looks good too.
Yeah.